person hides the dinosaur while the rest of us count to 20, looking in another direction, and then all the kids go in and try to find the dinosaur. It's a great way to get just kids poking around in the garden and looking under things and exploring a little bit. And then we often, here we are doing, learning about worms, and we did a little contest of who could find the most worms, okay? Just make it fun. Here we are, we harvested our fava beans, and all the kids are trying to figure out who picked the largest fava. Make it fun for them. They think this stuff is fun. I've got a little tic-tac-toe out in the garden. I let the kids pick flowers and take them home if they want to. Cook in your garden. Here's the inside of our little greenhouse, and the kids are making a salad. We didn't have tomatoes, so we had to buy those, but you know, they want to cook in the garden. And this is Woodside Elementary School, and they have just a little place for the kids who don't like gardening. They can still be in the garden and do something fun in the garden. Grow things that are fun. Grow watermelon, radishes. Grow purple peas. Did you know purple peas turn your tongue purple? Yeah, it does. Look at this. Even my middle schoolers think it's cool. Okay? Not just the little kids. Grow purple carrots. This year I found a dragon red carrot, so the kids are all excited to plant that this year. But purple carrots with the orange centers are the favorites of the kids, just so you know. So find all those unique seeds, like watermelon radishes, and that'll get a kid to eat a radish who doesn't like radishes even. Do some art in the garden. Here's a school that every year has let kids paint rocks. They had a whole huge pathway of just these painted rocks in there. Here we are on a rainy day inside the greenhouse painting rocks. This is that Life Lab. I think this is so cute. We've been wanting to build this at our garden for a while, and we still haven't, but it's got little logs in there to sit on, and these are sweet peas growing up. It's beautiful. And even as adults, we all like squished in there, and we're sitting in there. It's great. Cute. Let the kids make a scarecrow. They think that's fun. Okay, make a scarecrow. Use unique things. Here's I planted a little a vining plant here, and I used a metal bed frame in my garden for that. In their garden. Add music. This is Life Lab as well. They have it's this black tubing that they've wrapped all around this avocado tree, and the kids go in there and talk to each other in these tubes, and then they have music that they can, you know, clank. This here had a little stick that you could pick up and clank any of those metal objects. Add some music with wind chimes in the garden, and little bells. I've added little bells into the trees too, and all the kids just go and kind of clank them every once in a while. Just make this really nice, beautiful music sound in the garden. It's lovely. All right, handling fresh produce and food and safety tips. You have a whole 2, 3, 4 pages. You have a whole bunch of pages from page 87 to 94. And this is the USDA handling fresh produce in the classroom. I'm not going to read about it. You guys can read about it. These are all the tips that you could get from that. Allow time to wash hands, use coolers or have a refrigerator. Wash any leftover food that's being served again, like carrots if you harvested them one day but didn't eat them all and you put them in the fridge. Make sure you wash them again before you feed them to the kids. So these are all really, you know, we've talked about a lot of them, and I'm going to let you guys read this through, okay? Do you have any questions about food handling or anything like that in the garden? Be aware that some kids are allergic to stuff. Always ask, if you're serving a carrot or a radish or whatever it is, always ask, is there anybody allergic to this type of thing? And I really haven't had that, but I have allergies to straw. So that's one. Yeah, I've had one kid who's allergic to straw who won't touch the straw.
Like straw or
yeah.
rice straw?
Sorry.
Or Or any kind of like.
You're gonna
grass.
get this in you're gonna get this PowerPoint presentation in
Okay,
email.
all right.
I'm sorry to interrupt.
That's okay. I was just curious. Was it an allergy to, like, straw or the rice straw or any straw?
It was
or...
the straw, and when he touched it, you could see like the first couple of times he tried it, he would get itchy.
Okay.
So he just doesn't touch the straw anymore. Sometimes when he has to plant, he goes and gets his gloves, and he just uses his gloves with the straw. But yeah, ask about allergies. That's important now. Okay.
But you get
All right. Do we have time to take a really short break? You guys.